Well, back at camp, got something to show you here. It's currently 66 outside, 70 in here. Last 4 or 5 days, it's been hot and sticky, and I mean hot and sticky. Rain come through last night, cooled things off nice. The reason for the video is I want to show you this new acquisition. It's a BLUETTI AC70. It is 768 watts of battery power, or battery backup power, battery capacity. You're not going to get that out of it. It probably sets aside, well, maybe 10-15% of that, so you don't draw the batteries down too low. So what do you figure, 600? Probably about 600 on the AC side as well. It has DC input for cigarette lighter or solar, which you can put 500 watts of solar at 10 amps at between 12 and 58 volts. It has the AC adapter. It did come with both the solar and the cigarette lighter adapter and the AC adapter to charge it up. I think it's quite a classy little unit. Currently the batteries are sitting at 96%. We have no draw on the DC side, no incoming from the DC side, same on the AC side. Comes with 2 USB-Cs, 2 USB-As, the cigarette lighter, and the 120s. I think it's plenty of outlets. Some have said they wish there was more, but this is only 768 watts, so you know you got to realize that this is only going to do so much for you. You have 4 things plugged in, I guess, assuming what, depending on what they are. Maybe if they're computers and whatever else, they have low amp draw or low watt draw, maybe it would be beneficial, but I think it's more than adequate. It has on the AC side, it has what they call power lifting mode, which is if you plug in something that requires more than 1,000 watts, it will try to deliver it. What it does is it delivers lower current, lower voltage. So it'll drop the voltage down quite considerably to try to keep that unit working. Personally, I would hope I never try to use that because I don't think that's necessarily good on the device you're using. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to plug it into, it's not what it's meant for. It's meant for a CPAP machine. We had an occasion here about a month ago where we wanted to power a CPAP offline, off grid, camping. I'm not sure what term you want to use, but without shore power. And we had no way of doing it. So we went ahead and I tried to order one of these, but it took too long to get it, so it didn't never materialize. So I figured for future use, maybe we should pick one up. CPAP machine, there's reviews on that specifically with CPAP machines, but in our case, the first night it only drew 40 watts. Second, third, and fourth nights it drew 90 watts, probably because I think the humidifier was turned off the first night. And I'm not sure if that was with the heated hose or not, probably not. So I guess you'll get different results based on your usage. But I'm going to go ahead and plug in, the cabin here. And we have the cabin hooked up to kind of the solar that's behind the camper. And we have a 100-foot extension cable hooked to the batteries. And we lose a lot of power. So I don't need a lecture. I already know we lose a lot of power. We just got to get the batteries closer to camp. And that's in the works. So we'll power it on. You can hear the fan running slightly. Right now we have 96% battery. At current rate, we've got 100 hours of usage. Let's go ahead and turn on the DC side. Currently we're using no wattage, but I'm going to go ahead and I'll set this camera down. And as we turn on different items, I'm going to try this too without shaking you. Let's see what we come up with here. Okay. First thing we're going to turn on is the living room lights, or the whatever. Okay, what do we got? 11 watts, 1 amp. That was the kitchen. The outside light. Bedroom. What's going to be the little bathroom. We'll go ahead and turn the fan on, which is probably the largest draw. We've got 54 watts right now. And we got 61 watts for this whole entire cabin. Now this is without any kind of refrigeration. Currently there's no refrigeration set up. So at that rate we've got 11.3 hours of usage. Watch what happens when we turn on the AC side. Just the power the inverter takes. And when we go down to 9.7 hours. So the suggestion is, obviously, if you're not using something, keep it turned off. So 11.3 hours, which would be more than adequate, even in the winter time here. It gets dark, I don't know, starts getting dark 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I think we go to daylight saving time. And it'll get light about 6 o'clock in the morning, so call it 12 hours. So it's just almost just enough power to get you through the dark time. Even though, you know, what do you need? Turn lights on at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll go to bed 10, 11 o'clock. So that's really only 5 hours. So, and if you wanted to, charge it up with solar. You almost got a self-contained solar setup. I'm not sure. I'm sure some people are using it that way. You know, you could get a bigger unit and probably do it that way. It would make sense. These are, I'm going to say, LiPo batteries. I don't know. The latest battery at any rate. So I think you can charge them up 3,000 times, 5,000 times, whatever. Also has a 5-year warranty. But yeah, right now it's powering everything in here. Got the little kitchenette lights, and it's going to be a little bathroom, our little bedroom there. It's all going through this fuse panel. Obviously we don't have any AC going. Hopefully the goal is to pull that off solar, at least what little we need. But you could almost have that as a standalone, instead of getting the MPP charge controller and the an inverter, and what else I got going on there. Oh geez, I don't even know all the stuff I got wired up to the solar right now. Battery charger, all the switches. This will automatically do it all for you. And this also is a, not that it matters to me, but it made it some. Can also use it as a UPS device. I believe they don't suggest that, but you can, because you can do, they call it pass-through power. Now I haven't tried that, but you can do pass-through where you can be charging it and using it at the same time. It is quite a nice device. Any of you that are familiar with any DJI products, it reminds me a lot of the DJI with just the kind of fit and the finish and how well thought out it is. It's really quite a nice little piece of equipment. Once again, it's a BLUETTI AC70. There is a link down below. That's an Amazon affiliate link. In the past, people have asked me for how come I don't post links to the things I show in the video. Quite honestly, I really didn't know how. Still don't really know how, but I did figure out the Amazon affiliate link, so you can post a link in there. Truthfully, I don't even have the Amazon affiliate link set up completely, but it's good enough to where you could click on it and it'll take you to this product. I bought this when it was on sale. I think it's almost like, for those of you familiar with Sears, how Sears used to have their craftsman tools. You know, they'd advertise something at $200 retail, but today it's $69.95. I'm not sure if BLUETTI does that or not, but it seems this particular sale was supposed to have ended, but I see a new one started with no lapse in between. It's not quite as cheap as I got it for. And then you can search codes. I've got it on sale, and then I used another code I found online. Got even more off of it. So it's I don't really go on about things. I'm not that familiar.